So this week was really fun because I got to go visit, volunteer, and learn more about that after I talk about like the other stuff. But let me just tell you, it was awesome and I loved it. So on Monday we went to the office and talked more about sexual assault and disaster preparedness and also like behavior change stuff. Yeah. And we got to all meet up as like all women of G81 because we have Sass and Wash together and just like talk about the whole sexual assault thing and just our thoughts, and it was really nice. Tuesday and Wednesday were like language training and tech stuff and talking about like how adults learn and how to plan and teach within your community with your work partners and discovering who those are, because like primary goal of Peace Corps is not that you're doing a whole bunch of work, but that you're working with a community, and so how to do that and also how to like incorporate others into your plans. But the real fun part of my week, that other stuff was like, it's all good. But the real fun part of my week was going to visit my volunteer, Shelly. Yes, Shelly and Shelby. But we're like the exact same person, and it was great. Loved her site, Zamco Clay. It's a lot of walking though, because her site's pretty spread out. Más o menos, my favorite, not really. But loved the people. People were super nice, super welcoming. It was great. When I got there on Thursday, it's kind of hot. No, kind is an understatement. I was sweating like crazy. And we talked and like we just kind of hung out at her house for the most part. We went and played soccer for a little bit with the kids, but for the most part we hung out at her house. We made pizza, which was pretty amazing, and just talked about like her life and Peace Corps and PSP and everything. And yeah, it was really fun. Then Friday we went and we did a soap making charla with our community, which is really cool because I've never made soap before. I got to watch it in action. And yeah, so we did that in the morning. Then we went to her host family's house, which is like, I thought her house was far, but like her host family's house is actually in another community, and it's like real kinds of far. I was sweating like crazy, but when we were there, we got to eat lunch, which is good because we had pescado y patacones, which is fish and fried plantains. It's pretty good. And I also learned how to play Panamanian jacks, which I've now made it my mission to become a master at in the next 2 years, because they do it differently. So like you start off with, you got the little jacks in your hand, and you gotta flip it over and get at least 2 on top of your hand, and then flip it back over and catch at least 2 in your palm. If you don't, then you lose your turn. If you do, then whatever's left on the ground, you have to like bounce the ball and pick up in like one fell swoop, whatever. I never played jacks in America, so I didn't know this was different, but according to her, it's different than the American jacks. But it's hard, and I struggled, and I never made it past this step. Like, the little kids killing me. So, my goal, I'm gonna buy some jacks, and I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna beat the little kids. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so we played with her host brothers, and they were pretty funny. We were like taking photos, or I was taking photos, and they were making these little barquitos, which is like, they're making origami ships, but they were like small, so barquitos, because barco is ship. And yeah, had a good time. Long day hanging out at her host family's house. It was really cool. Just talking and enjoying the music, dancing. Apparently Panamanians love it when I dance because they laugh hysterically. But so Saturday we went to the Toma, which is like the source the source of water is Ojo, which is like a stream coming out of the side of a mountain, usually. And then the Toma is what collects it and like feeds it into the aqueduct system to get water to your community. So we went to the Toma to clean it, because it does periodically need to be cleaned, get like all the sedimentation out and anything that's gotten in the pipes and things like that. And we got to see where her tanque, or her storage tank, is going to be built. They've leveled the area, but they're waiting on supplies. It was really cool. So we got to see that, and then we went to the water committee president's house and hung out there all day, which was really entertaining, because the two boys, one's 15, one's 18. The 15-year-old did not want his photo taken, and I was taking photos of like everything. And so I made it my mission after that point to like get his photo as many times as possible, which is pretty hilarious because he was constantly turning away. And during the day they got porquitos, which is baby pigs or whatever, and they're so adorable, but they got loose. So then they're trying to catch the porquitos, and even when he's got this porquito in his hand, he saw me taking his photo, so he hid behind a tree and then ran with his back to me towards the like porquito pen, which was not like the most advantageous way to run. And I was just laughing. It's pretty great. They also asked me if they could have my eyes, meaning like they wanted me to leave my eyes there even though I was leaving the next day. I was like, that's not really how this works. / I kind of need my eyes. / you don't want my eyes because glasses. But yeah. So it's pretty entertaining, to say the least. They were like, oh, do you like chicken? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, we're gonna kill that one. I was like, that escalated quickly. Wasn't quite prepared for that. But yeah, so it was pretty funny. Definitely laughed a lot. They laughed at me, but it was really great. Like just talking, hanging out. We got to eat arroz con pollo, or chicken and rice, and bollo, which is like this corn thing. We went and picked corn off the stalks and all that funness. But it's corn, butter, and salt. You like grind the corn. There's this cool like grinder thing. Grind the corn, you mix it with the butter and the salt, and then like you boil it inside the corn husk. Yeah, it's pretty good. So we had that, and arroz con pollo. It's pretty good. Just hung out, talked, and enjoyed our time together. And Sunday morning, we got up super early because we needed to leave her house by 5 to catch the 6 a.m. Chiva down to the main town to catch a bus to go to the beach. So, the reason being they had to catch the 6 a.m. Chiva is that on Sundays / other days, Chivas don't run very consistently. So otherwise you'd have to wait for hours and then miss like other things. So we hiked up to the entrance at 6 a.m. Got a Chiva. It's a different kind of Chiva than here in Santa Clara. In Santa Clara, the Chivas are like minivans but a little bit larger with more seats. These Chivas, however, are pickup trucks that have this like roll cage on it and a tarp over it. Bam, it's a Chiva. So you sit in the back in the bed of the truck where they've installed seats. On most Chivas, this is packed full of people. This Chiva, however, only had like 4 or 5 people, which was nice because I had my stuff. It was 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. on a Sunday. And I was like, nah, I don't like people. But so we got there. We made that Chiva, then we caught the bus to Penonomé because we were meeting up with other volunteers and trainees to go to the beach for the day, all in the same region because it's in Coquelin, which is west of where I stay. So yeah, we did that. We went to McDonald's for a while, ate breakfast, but also like chilled and caught up on American stuff because we had self-service / Wi-Fi, because in her site she has self-service, más o menos, but it's sparing and it's hard to like get it, and you have to like be in the right spot type of thing. But yeah, so went to Penanome, hung out for a while. Then we went to this place called Frivoles, where they had ice cream, and I got a milkshake. It was pretty great. But we met up with everybody, and then went to Santa Clara Beach, which is different than the Santa Clara I live in, which if you tell a bus driver to take you to Santa Clara, you may end up in where I live, you may end up at the beach. You never know. So you gotta be careful. So yeah. So I went to the beach, which was really fun. I got a tan, obviously. Which everybody was like, wow, you tan so easily, and I'm like, yeah, of course I do. And yeah, so we went to the beach, met up with other PCVs and people in training, and yeah, got to like know other people, hang out, enjoy a relaxing day, and then came back here to Santa Clara. But all in all, it was a really good week. Shelly and I had a great time, talked a lot, ate good food, snacked, just like hung out, really loved her community. Yeah, so this next week is going to be fun. It's a lot of technical stuff, because the following week we go to Tech Week. We have to do a whole bunch of technical stuff. But yeah, my highlight of my week, definitely the site visit. Had a great time. But I will catch y'all next time.